Vande Mataram. Dear viewers, welcome to our channel Jaagta Bharat. As you all know, few months back there was mass killing of Hindus in West Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee is chief minister. Now, after few months of that incident, Hindus are being killed again. But now the location is Bangladesh. Hindus are killed again and again in different locations. The reasons were different. Previously, the reason told was it's a post-election violence. Now, Hindus are falsely blamed for blasphemy. In Bangladesh, during Durga Pooja celebration on the October 14th, there was mass killing of Hindus. Their homes were set on fire. Hindu women were raped. Now see how the conspiracy happened. Actually, two men named Shaukat and Yusuf. They placed the holy book of Quran near to the Ma Durga during the Durga Puja celebration. And they took videos and photos of that particular holy book of Quran and the Ma Durga together, and they circulated all across, all in the social media. So the mob in the Bangladesh, they got agitated. Hindus were simply doing the puja, and suddenly that mob came and they killed a lot of Hindus. On the spot, few Hindus were killed brutally. Their bodies were found on the pond near to the Ma Durga Puja. Many Hindu temples are vandalized. The ISKCON temple in Bangladesh, that is also vandalized. And the ISKCON devotees, their priests, they were killed brutally. So this big group of Hindus, including the ISKCON, they were killed brutally. I will show you the media footages for the same incident from the various news channels. You can see that US condemns attack on Hindus in the Bangladesh. Dear friends, as per the WCNC News and many other newspapers, they are saying Iqbal Hussain has been arrested by police of Bangladesh because he has placed Holy Quran at the Durga Puja Pandal and this led to a very big violence there. So I will show you what this guy is doing over there. So this is the CCTV footage has been released, so you can see, right? So this is the person, right? What Iqbal Hussain is doing. In his hand there's a Durga, there's in his hand is a Holy Quran, and he's going to place at the Durga Puja Pandal, and this led to a big violence. In this newspaper India Today, it's saying that 500 strong mob, right? Saying 500 strong mob broke into the ISKCON temple, killed devotees, right? Says by witness. We can see this is the temple. This is ISKCON temple. This is vandalized. The mob that attacked the ISKCON temple were 500, right? Brutally set upon priests and devotees, like witness said, right? Locked gate, right? The gate was locked. They broke into the locked gate, attacked the temple. The priests and devotees, they entered and ransacked the room, shattered the glass, and manhandled the priest. Oh my God! One devotee who was on the ghat couldn't escape to safety. Oh my God! One devotee couldn't escape the city, was beaten up. Oh my God! Was beaten up and murdered. His body was thrown in the pond. See, Brahmachari Nimali Krishna Das was founded so badly on the head that he had to get around 30 stitches. He is hospitalized and in serious condition. See, and inside the temple, the attackers had set fire. They set the fire as well. See, fire. Videos filmed by eyewitness, right? Videos filmed by eyewitness showed several motorcycles wrath and statuary were found gutted. So my God, Hindu. Now let's see what BBC's news is saying, like British Broadcasting Corporation. Let's see, Bangladesh Hindus living in fear. So this is the guy, right? This is a simple guy. That his name is Pratachandra. Prantachandra Das. So his body was found with the head injuries in a pond. See, his 21-year-old son, the mother is saying this story. Oh my God. He's a college student to say that temple complex last week in Bangladesh. Oh my God. My youngest son was so close to my heart, right? After his death, I have lost my heart and have lost everything. His mother is crying. She's the mother. Her son was a victim of the mob violence that began after rumors spread that the Quran has been insulted. No, man, these guys cannot insult Holy Quran. This is a conspiracy. Within hours of the rumors spreading on the social media, people got agitated, they attacked on the temple, they killed Hindus. But viewers, just tell me, do you believe that is it possible for a big crowd of 500 people to see social media post at the same time, get organized, plan everything, where to attack, how to attack, arrange their sharp weapons within just a couple of hours? In reality, if any organization want to do such a big event, it takes weeks, sometimes months to prepare such an activity. But here, everything was planned in just a couple of hours. ISKCON temple, see, it's completely vandalized. This is the Krishna, Lord Krishna and Radhaji. See, this woman is very sad. His home is set on fire. Hindus constitute less than 9%, right? See, Hindus constitute less than 9%. Friends, you can see the percentage of the Hindu population in 1940 was 28%, and in 2010 it came down to 8.96%, and the prediction is in near 20 years or 25 years it will come down to absolute zero in Bangladesh.
People in the Queen City are showing support to the Bangladeshi Hindu community. A peaceful vigil was held this afternoon to raise awareness about some of the crimes happening to Hindus over in Bangladesh. Over the last few days, there are multiple reports of mob attacks against the minority group overseas. Organizers in Charlotte say they are pleading with the government and international organizations to put an end to that jihadist extremism.
My name is Jaya, and I'm a resident of Charlotte. So we all are representing the United Hindu community of Charlotte. Hindu community is diverse and has different folks residing in Charlotte. So all of us have gotten together today to bring attention to the world about the atrocities and the happenings in Bangladesh.
Why is it important for the Charlotte community to actually know exactly what's going on?
See, over the last several days, there have been systematic attacks on our brothers and sisters from the Bangladeshi Hindu community residing in that place. It started with the attacks on our temples. More than 500 homes have been vandalized. Helpless women and children have been assaulted. More than 10 to 15 people have been killed. And when we see it, the news, it just disturbs us so much that we feel that we have to come together, bring our community together, and take some action to show our solidarity and support to our brothers and sisters who are residing in Bangladesh, our Hindu brothers and sisters who are going through a very terrible, terrible time right now.
Role that you would like to see that what happened?
As you can see, we have already, as you can see, we already have a good amount of representation from our Hindu community. This has to be taken from our community out to our senators, out to our congressmen. We want to voice the helpless people. We want to bring their attention. We want the cause to be amplified. We want senators, we want US government, we want Bangladeshi government, everyone to should take action. They have to end this atrocity, end this terrible situation that is happening, that is faced by these Bangladeshi Hindus.
Is there anything else that you would like to add in? I may not have added.
Do we have to add anything? Is there anything else that I need to add? Yeah, we have the ISKCON representation too. We have other temples from the Hindu community who are represented here in the protest. So all our Hindu brothers and sisters who are residing here in Charlotte, we have come together as one united family, and that is so heartening to see right now. Okay, we'll start with the slogan.
Oh, go ahead.
Hindu killing in Bangladesh.
What a shame, what a shame.
Killing your Hindu brothers.
What a shame, what a shame.
Humanity is lost.
What a shame, what a shame.
No land for Hindus.
What a shame, what a shame.
Word is silent.
What a shame, what a shame.
What a shame, what a shame.
What a shame, what a shame.
It also, every time such an incident happens, it's the women that suffer the most, where they are brutally attacked. We need to, this should not continue, and this is a genocide that's going on forever in India, and the Hindu community has suffered enough, and it's about time we want a solution to this. We are a pluralistic community, so it's very hard for all of us to come together on each of our agendas. Each of us have their own, way of methodology, way of living. So for us to come together, I really pray that all of us come together, and then the world needs to hear us as one unit. And though we are pluralistic, we support that. We are very open. We are very scientific in many ways. We have contributed to the society. We are very peaceful society. Please do not, in the name of religion, please do not hurt us anymore. I kindly request everybody to take attention and help Hindus out.
Can you state your first name and last name?
My name is Pavitra Ramaswamy. PAVITHRA
Hi. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. This is Gaurav Panik, and we are standing over here to know the world that the community called Hindu, previously it was known as Sanatani, and Sanatani is a community which used to give a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge to the whole world. 1 million years before, it was spread all across the world. Now it has spread to very small state called India, right? And India even not a Hindu country. Even India is not a Sanatani country, right? So that's what we are saying, that there is no country for Hindu. What a shame, what a shame. And even the Bangladesh, everybody knows that people were doing simply Durga Pooja. They were saying, oh, like somebody came, big crowd came and they attacked the people chanting, oh, like they just attacked to these guys, right? It's brutal. It's very brutal. I don't have any words to say, right? It's very brutal. And we are protesting here in Charlotte so that it's an eye-opener to every other community, right? It's an eye-opener to every other community. They should see what is happening to Hindus. Any point of time, this can happen to them as well, right? So we should come as a unite. We should be united always. And if anything wrong is there, we should raise our voice. That's why we are saying brutal is what a shame, right? Thank you.
And this is the event. Normally every time Durga Pooja or other celebration they plan, but unfortunately this time they planned very well, and with having some incident, I mean that incident also they have pre-planned, designed very well way, and the whole Bangladesh they jumped on all Hindu families, pandals, mandirs and every other places. Very unfortunate and unprecedented event, but we have to stay together. I mean, we have seen, especially from the community in India, we have to be very much awakened. We have to be very much united. I mean, the world comes in such a state. Even though we are having a lot of good values and ethics, we are very much separated, disintegrated. I think this is the very time where it is alarming time for everyone, and that is the whole reason we all got united here. And from here we are going to send the message throughout the world that this is the time we have to get united. And this kind of any incident happens to any community, any religion, this is not acceptable at all. So there are few families, I mean one family at least I know from Bangladesh here. So I would request that
It's been going on lifelong. It's just been over eons now, and it's just it has come to a point where we have just taken that as like, a mainstream happening. It's a day-to-day thing. Okay, a Hindu killed there, Hindu killed here. We just think that's just normal. But each of us have a responsibility. Our forefathers have not protected this religion just for the sake. They're protected for our sake. So we have a responsibility to carry it forward. It's one of the most peaceful and the most scientific religion that's out here. So if we don't unite, if we don't come together for each of our brothers and sisters, we'll just all be butchered like, what has been happening. And it's not a hard thing. It's just that we need to stay united. We need to read our history properly. We should not be diluted by what is being told by people who came after, and they have an agenda. So let's just not be carried away by simple things.
I want to tell you a very important thing, and you must have felt that if you help anyone, right, and let's suppose when you need that people is not helping you, but you will find that God has sent some other person in your need to help you at that particular time, right? I think this kind of situation everybody has felt. Even I felt in my life many times when I am in deep need, somebody, God has sent someone, He helped me at that particular time. Similarly, we are protesting, right, for the Hindus, for our Sanatan Dharma. The person who were killed for those persons. If you map the same thing over here, that let's suppose if you need help or if you need some support, the other people who is sitting 3,000 kilometers from you, God will ask those persons to support you, right? So you will feel this kind of thing, and this thing will unite each other, right? Every person will be united by this cause. We protested last time when there was a killing in the West Bengal, right? We protested, but there were very few people. This time I can see there's large crowd. And Sanatani means not only Hindu, they mean Sikhs, they mean Punjabis, they mean Gujaratis, they mean Jain, they mean Buddhists. All these people constitute Sanatan. Right?
Yeah. So all those our people who have been killed in Bangladesh during these atrocities, in their remembrance, we'll just keep silence for 2 minutes. So please just for 2 minutes, please silence in this. So we'll just tell Om Shahana Bhavatu Shahano Hunaktu Shahaviram Karvavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu Mavidhishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
I can't see you. Yeah. burning of multiple homes, and it hasn't become a news in mainstream media here.
Yes, that's
That is why we are here. And it is so good to see all of us, even though we are in small numbers, it is good to see that all of us are united here and seeing and making that impact. Entire US needs to hear this. NPR, all mainstream media needs to cover this news. As they are covering all other newses, this is also one of the biggest news. Why it hasn't been covered so far? That is the question that we need to ask ourselves. And it is good that we are here doing this so that we can create some impact.
Thank you. So Gauravji is going to prepare one video of our whole program. So please share with your friends and wherever you can. That will be having the big impact. So next I'm inviting. Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna!
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna!
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare!
Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. So thank you everyone for coming here. And as Prabhuji said very rightly that the world is watching, but they are not caring about us. So this is the time where all Hindus, all who are Sanatan Dharma followers, and the people who are actually admirers of the Sanatan Dharma, which is the most peaceful, loving and caring religion in the whole world, they need to come forward and make this notice that people in Bangladesh, Hindu people in the Bangladesh, they are being prosecuted, they are being killed, and it's kind of becoming norm nowadays. Every year there are killings in Bangladesh, in the Pakistan, and people are not even taking care of minorities there. So this is a kind of request to the whole world who is actually watching us, watching all over the world. This protest is happening, and to notice and take cognizance of this issue that the minorities are being killed in Bangladesh and Pakistan. Everybody is united with them. Our prayers and thoughts are with their families and people who are in Bangladesh. And we want to convey our message to whole world and media that this is not going to work. This is not going to continue. We have to stop this. We have to come together and to stop this. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Jayji. Jayji. Namaste, Jayji. Jayji. If you want to say, please. Oh, okay. Any? Okay. Whenever please. Nirmalji is there. Nirmalji. Manoj, please come.
We all know that people think that the Hindus are majority in India, but we know that we are minority. So this is the time United Nations, they come forward and define the global minorities. We are the minorities globally.
You hold it like this, Prabhu. If you hold it like this, then only it will work. Otherwise, it won't.
Okay. So this is the time United Nations, they come forward and define the global minorities. So we are the minorities worldwide, and bits and pieces we might be majority, but that is not the right phrase to say. So they have to come forward and they give us our own rights in the name of the minorities. So that is something we should demand and we should ask for.
Warrenji, you can come closer and take also. Now it's the message I don't need it. Banade mama.
It broke my heart to see such hate and violence being directed towards devotees of God in their temples in Bangladesh. Now, for these jihadists to believe that it is pleasing to God to burn and destroy temples and the murti of such a saintly person as His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, this just shows how far away from God they really are. God is love, and His true servants embody and manifest that love in the world. Now's the time for the supposedly secular government of Bangladesh to protect that country's religious minorities, including Hindus, Christians, and Buddhists, from the jihadist forces of hate.
I'm Dr. Rich McCormick. I'm at the Capitol. And as I reflect on what the United States has meant for so many other countries when they're in harm's way or when they need things, I reflect on what's happening right now in Bangladesh and the Hindus that are being oppressed and raped and murdered just because of their faith. This is criminal. This is egregious. We as a nation should be standing up and making sure we put pressure on the right governments to stop this offense. It doesn't mean we need to put troops in harm's way, but we need to put all the pressure of the American government, what we can bring to bear to defend those people who otherwise cannot help themselves. That's the American thing to do.